About Even. Number one sports gambling show on planet Earth. Brought to you by Neds. We thank them for their continued support, dear friends. Now, I'm going to start a little differently this week. I'm going to start on my old mate, random stats guy, who looks somber, but he looks nicely dressed. And I just want to sort of get, thoughts and feelings from you, mate. What's with the dress up?
Mourning. Obviously, it's been 7 days. So I'm at the last stages of grief. I wrote a little something actually,
As if you're at the last stage.
The last stages of grief.
I was just going to say, have you got a speech? Because I posted something about the Greeks' last radio message on the thing, and this is your message to Cows fans.
This is like my funeral sort of speech that I prepared earlier. Yeah, if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind.
These never get easier. Okay, how about that right in? Guess that's why they call it Sin City. We started in Vegas, by the way. From your early weeks, you were already on life support. Your dad, Todd Payton, was struggling. They said you both wouldn't make it. But then you fought back. 1 win became 2, into 3, and then 4. And then we were flying. 6 wins in 7 games, sitting 5th. From the shithouse to the penthouse, you were smiling. Then you lost your favourite son, Tommy Dearden. We saw how much you were hurt. We hurt too. We saw you spiral for a month, unsure if you'd make it out. But you kept fighting. Bam, a win against Penrith, the dynasty team. Bam, a win against that shitty team from the peninsula. Bam, a victory against your big brother. You love those wins. Things were looking up. Immortals were tipping you to make the 8. But no one could have predicted what could have come next. The most horrific televised defeat in Australian rugby league history. A gruesome murder in your own home. You didn't deserve to go out like this. No one does. But Cowboys, they don't die. They just ride off into the sunset. Vale season 2026.
Good stuff.
Beautiful words, mate. Beautiful words.
Sorry, I told myself I wouldn't cry, but...
Now, Rando, are you mathematically out?
No, not really, but I mean,
when you are, we're going to
yes.
need another one of them because you're going to go for the Bears, aren't you? So,
maybe,
you might have seen your
potentially.
Cows the last.
This could be the
final,
last
so-
season. This could be the
Oh,
last
is this-
season.
this is it?
This could be.
This
could
is
be,
it?
Could be.
Yeah, but
What do you
I'm
mean?
going
Jump
for
to
the Bears.
conclusions.
Have you not made up your mind?
I'm still working on it.
What do you-
pending signings for the Bears or?
Well, you said you
Signings,
were. Are you
performance.
backing out now
It's
that
kinda
bloody
like they will start both at the same time.
whoever
and
your
I'll see
halfback is,
whichever one.
fucking
Yeah.
Tony Lothbrook. I don't even know half. Like, I don't know half the fucking players in the Bears. Like,
Tommy's recommitted.
Tony,
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It could be the swan song. That could be the final goodbye. But
I think if you're going to go for the Bears, you need to do it now, or at least when the season finishes.
Well, we
you
can
can't
still,
be pending results.
like Sebo said, we can still mathematically make the 8.
yeah, but
so
if
I'm
the
holding
Bears
on for a
kick off
miracle.
once and you can't jump ship after the
no, no.
like-
it needs to be done in the off season.
yeah, you can't jump ship after they already start playing, because then
Correct.
it's
I'm
it's going to
going
be
for-
a tough few years. But look at the Dolphins, right? Look at that was 4 years ago, even less, maybe 4 years. Now look at them.
I
So you
think
can't be
they-
like, oh, I'm not going to go for the Bears, and then they pull the Dolphins out of their ass, and then you go, wait a second, I am Bears.
Look, I'm a grieving widow. I can't just jump onto the next hottest thing coming up just yet. So I just need to grieve.
Well,
just let me grieve.
Yeah, okay,
And then,
fair enough.
I'm just
You've got turncoat sensibilities, though, right? Like, you did it to your state. Why not do it to your club?
Oh, fuck.
Makes a lot of sense.
Brilliant.
I also don't know how hot the Bears are right now. Just quietly,
Huh?
can't just turn to the next hot thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
how
that's
hot
what I'm
the Bears
saying.
are right
That's
now.
why I think he's
6
cooled
out of
off.
10
He
is
was
pretty
Mr. Bears
decent.
6 months ago.
He was Mr. Bears. 6
You
months
played for the Bears,
Yeah,
right?
I know.
You're
There's
from
history.
Bears
There's
City.
history there. There's history
ago.
there.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
His highlights
got
will get a run. His
personality.
highlights will get a run on the page every now and then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
need to update that.
On his birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Birthday when the Bears run out, just in case. Just in case they needed.
There's nothing
30th
going for
player.
the club that you played for if they weren't around. But I'm just saying you can't now cool off them because of the signings or lack
Well,
thereof.
I was
that's
born and
pathetic,
raised
yeah.
in the North Sydney bucket, I guess. So
Yeah.
that would make sense.
No, that's truly pathetic.
Okay, nice.
And we're gonna need a decision out of you before the end of the season.
Perfect.
Aren't
Well,
we,
let me
gentlemen?
think. Let me think.
Before we disband for the off season, I'm going to need an answer. That's for damn sure. Now, accountability, gentlemen. We'll start with the Roosters 82 defeating the Cowboys 12. Guru, you're probably the story here. In fact, there's no probably about it. You are. I'll just get one out of the way quickly. Sebo had Nanai and then some binnies. The binnies hit.
The
Nanai
binnies in the first
doesn't.
5 seconds.
769 tripled. Goes down the shitter.
Yeah, Binny's hit within the first 15 minutes, and then I actually tuned in and started watching. I'm like, I don't think the Cows are going to score another try.
And they didn't, pretty much. Tom was a Taulagi short. He's away with the fam at the moment. And then Eddie, myself, I was either team less than 12.5 into Burns into Zavala, so I'm either team less than 12.5 points short. However, Guru. Mark Burns, Cows plus 8.5, 539, tripled. Mate, you were so bullish on the Cowboys last week. You said on this very show that you thought they'd win. Take it away.
Yeah, I think it's not unusual to have a weekend where you don't get any bets right. That's sort of par for the course, almost realistically. But my radar last weekend was so far fucking off. So far fucking off. I thought the Cowboys would win. I genuinely thought the Titans would win. Both got absolutely fucking annihilated and confidently thought both of them would happen. Yeah, to have a triple that's 3 legs and get 2 of them and still be so fucking far away is insane.
Well,
It's
as
the
far
closest
as
80
worst
points
bet of all
away on the
time.
line or something, 70 points, whatever it was.
well, it was
They won 82 to 10.
he was 81 points short.
Yeah.
81. No,
No,
71 points.
Yeah.
71 points off the line. That has to just,
Something like
can
that.
you note that as a record, Rando? Because I think it's a fun thing to track how far off a line we've been.
Yeah, I think this one will definitely be easily.
I think Tom
this
had
will
one a
never
year
be
You
ago.
can't get further away from the line.
Yeah,
than this.
yeah, that's
This
true,
will never
yeah.
be topped.
71
points.
62 points technically.
Yeah, because they score, it has to be, he gave him 8.5.
Let me see. I'll have
Plus the
to take a
Cows.
look at some
Yeah, so
lines.
it's not just the gap of the game, it's the gap of the line.
I think Tom had one last year that was about, or the year before that was about 40, 48.
Because
It
you
was in
could,
that range.
you could
me
pick a
double check
team
it.
minus 20 because you think they're going to flush them, and then they get beaten 50 to 10, and that's still like a 60 gap.
Yeah.
You know,
So you were 61.5 points off it, I think.
Sure. If this record gets beaten, something's gone seriously fucking wrong.
Oh,
it was good.
You know what the worst bit is? I watched Burns and Mark go over, and I was like, I'm a sniff.
Yeah, because Burns went over very early.
I'm a chance here.
Yeah.
Did. Yeah.
I was not a chance.
You were.
I'm just annoyed because I
I don't
knew
think you weren't a chance when Mark scored.
Well, when Burns scored, I was like, well, we know
Mark
Mark's
was
gonna
over.
score.
Well,
Mark's
it's 6
not
all.
over.
It's 6 all at that point. It's a normal game of footy.
Yes.
And then
it wasn't.
it wasn't.
Then it
very
heaps
quickly.
fucking wasn't.
Yeah. 6 all after I think 15 or 20 minutes.
Yeah,
as well.
It was normal. It was a
Yeah, that
normal
was the
game.
thing. That they scored 72 points.
I don't need to be reminded, but that's
76 points in 70 minutes or something. It was insane.
But then there was a 20-minute break after the half from 45 to 65 where they didn't score points either. So
Yeah.
it's basically put 70 points on you in half a footy.
The 69th minute, I think it was still 58 to something at that point. And then they scored 4 tries in the last 10 minutes.
Oh, it's absolutely disgraceful.
I'll tell you,
need
I stopped
trying to
doing
get
the
over this,
maths on how close I got later than I should have as well. I was like it was.
Oh,
like
really?
Yeah, it was 40 to 6 or something, and I'm like, forget 8. And they scored.
Yeah.
I'm like,
4
it
tries.
took me
Yeah.
until about the 60th minute to go, okay, stop doing calculations.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
actually impossible at this point.
Yeah.
Which was heaps longer than it should have taken. Realistically, the 30th minute should have been curtains on my bet. But in my mind, I kept it alive for way too fucking long.
I just kept fucking turning because I just needed a nano, and obviously I need the Cows to be attacking. So I just, kids busy, all that stuff, and I was just kept walking away because I feel I've got this weird superstition thing. Sometimes when I need a team I'm really going for or something, if I just stop trying to watch every second and go make something to eat and come back, the tides might turn a little bit. And you're just nah, the tide ain't
They
turning.
didn't
on
attack
the-
at all. They didn't have any footy. It was hilarious.
I was just annoyed because last week I was just the Roosters are going to flush. The week before, I'm like, the Roosters are flushing someone soon. That's what they do for one season. They click into gear. And I thought it was against the Knights. I was off by a week.
But why didn't you hang in the flush if you knew it was happening soon?
Because when I watched the Knights game, I'm like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong here. But I keep thinking I picked them to be in the grand final in our futures. It's they flush people when they click. But hey, I'm not saying I'm smart. I'm saying I picked up on a vibe. But obviously, I need to fucking twist some bolts and get my vibe on the right week because I'm off. It's out there, but I'm off, which is really annoying. Really annoying.
Did you go to mention that you have a few superstitions about things like how you're watching the
Yes.
game? And
Yeah.
so do I. I've got
Yeah.
a few as well that if it's not going my way, I'll flip to the phone and I'll just go to a different room. I do it all the time, especially my Supercoach draft comps not going my way. I flip to the laptop or hey, Beck, do you want the TV? You can have it. And
you'll change devices?
100%. I do it all the time.
It might be selective memory, but I swear like so many times it comes
It
up.
works
Like in
sometimes.
Bunnies games, obviously they're the ones I want most. And it's just like, just kind of walk away for a bit or like that's my thing and do something. And you're like, wait a second. Or maybe it's just that it gives you hope where it's just like, oh, a try scored. I didn't know it. I thought it was, I don't know what it is, but like it works.
The only similar thing is that if a game's ended and I've been away for it, I will open the NRL. I would rather look at NRL.com and find the game and see if they scored rather than go to my Ned's account and see if I've got the winnings in.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
the
So
only thing
I go to
that I do
NRL, then I go to my Neds, then my
differently. Then I go my
Supercoach,
Ned's. Yeah.
and
yeah.
then,
Oh, that's a normal thing. Okay, play
know.
on then.
So I want the Band-Aid real quick and then
Yeah.
I'll figure out the
Yeah.
rest of the aftermath later on.
Yeah.
In this game, I switched between the TV and my phone like 6 times. Didn't fucking help.
Sometimes you just know though. Like you just know. I remember last year when you were trying to chase me down with unit scoopers and one of your legs one week was strange. And I was sitting on the plane and I was just refreshing the NRL app and I was like, I know he's going to score. I just know he will. And it was like 72nd minute. I'm like, fucking oath. 74th minute, like getting closer and closer. And then bang, Strange is like, oh my God.
Mate,
You just know.
that great European chase, because it was the 3 weeks while I was over in Greece getting married. There was like 2 unit scoopers to chase him down. That was just like, I'm on a goddamn beach trying to manage 2 toddlers trying to run into the water and I need just a fucking McLean or like, it was fun though. It's fun, but it was just like, motherfucker.
Anyway, Dolphins 28 defeat the Dragons 22. I had a triple on here. Finns minus 13.5. Dolphins only time to score 20 and Azarko. None of those hit. An absolutely pathetic triple. 320, so it cost me about 4.7 units. Read a book. But the tale of this bet, of this game, was obviously Tom minus 12.5 on the Dolphins at $1.90. Costing him 7.6 or something.
Oh, they should have won
units.
by 30.
They should have won by 30. They absolutely dominated. Couldn't get the job done from a line perspective. Tom digging himself quite the hole, punters and dribblers. We'll get to that, but I don't know. If he's not writing jokes already, I'm not here.
No, he is. I think he's
has
accepted
to
it.
be.
I think he's accepted it, and maybe the lucky unit scooper gets him. But in terms of
Well,
the
he's
8
in,
rounds of
he's,
footy,
in,
I think
he's, in, he's in
accepted it.
unit scooper territory.
Yeah.
You've got 5 more games, 5 8s, 40 games, plus the finals, 4 2 2.
Yeah, I don't know if he's totally in units. Like a few triples, it can turn.
No,
the
but
tide.
I think like in terms of his concentration,
He's not going to
effort,
hit 4 or 5
like-
triples in a row.
Well,
It's
if
not
he
gonna
wouldn't have
happen.
been a bitch, we'll get to it soon. If he wasn't a bitch on the weekend and he stuck with the Warriors, he would have gained 5 units on me there. Like it can turn pretty quickly, but he's got to actually fucking play.
Obviously, it's not impossible. Obviously, but he is starting to drift. Bulldogs 36 defeat the Storm 22. A lot of red. Warriors 42 defeat the Titans 6. This was an interesting one. This was very, very interesting. Very interesting. Warriors minus 4.5, Titans plus 4.5. I was of the opinion that was a ridiculous line. Warriors coming third, Titans second last. Yeah, they'd had a good win the week before, but what are we talking about? Warriors at home as well?
The home thing, I didn't even
At
realise till just
home
seeing
as well?
seeing it. I was like, oh god.
Now, Tom, we did a line off. The line off was designed so that me and Sebo are in a bit of a battle at the moment at the top. It was designed to, get movement at the top. And then at the bottom between Guru and Tom, it was designed for movement there, right? You following? Now, Tom, before the game, wild cards, AKP, DWZ for Feeder and Sammy, so that'd be a scope bet, I'm pretty sure. At 14.91, he gets 2 or 4 legs. He gets off the Warriors that did win. That would have been a 5-point swing, 5-unit swing. Bush league from Tom.
But that's the thing. It's like he doesn't have the tactical brain because it's like it's already set up there to gain on the person you're going for.
Exactly.
So if it was him and Rue on the same thing, that's when you wild card.
And we talked about this line. We talked about this line all week. We talked about this.
It was also his line that he picked. It wasn't like Sebo who sort of got thrown into it. It was his line that he picked. It was third verse 15.
His whole plan was to roll last week. He was going to get the Dolphins one and then roll into this. That was his whole plan. I would have rolled into this as well. I was so confident. But you, Rue, you were sort of the champion of this plus 4.5 Titans line. Try and explain it to me in simple terms. How in the fuck you thought the Titans were going to
Yeah, I
Give it
was
to
just pissing in the dark all weekend. I've made that very clear. I thought the Warriors had fallen off a little bit, but this was the bounce back.
No, this is what you got to be careful. And this is after I already accepted it. I mentioned it was like the Warriors kind of got done the week before, I'm pretty sure. And when one of those top 2, 3, 4 teams get done, they normally come out and flush someone next. And then I didn't even realise it wasn't on the Titans' home ground. And it's just like, big home ground advantage guy. Just ask fucking Sebo as well. Shout out, new podcast out there. Everyone's loving. But we talk about
Everyone is loving it. Check it out.
They are loving it.
Advantages, home ground advantages. You know, your Persians, they got chariots and archers. They're not good in Greece. They're more the hand-to-hand combat guys because it's, and fucking Titans and Warriors. Like the Titans, I'm still hot on the Titans when I see Seabus. I'm going to start looking at that thing now. But that was a stupid bet. That was a stupid bet.
Yeah. Panthers 42 defeated the Raiders 18. Seb was a Casey McLean short.
Of course. Fucking
I don't think
just
Casey,
get me one blacklist.
Does Casey score anymore?
Not for me. Not for me.
He doesn't really score anymore.
Brando, can you look up how many
And he's
legs I've had
short.
Casey in a fucking
How many
bet
weeks
of
is that?
mine?
How many
and
weeks
how many
is that?
haven't hit?
How many weeks
no, it's
now?
not-
I
Hasn't too
shit
bad
you
for
not. I
Casey.
reckon there'll be about 15 bets that have Casey in them or McLean if you search both apps.
Yeah.
I don't know which one I put in and just go bets hit. And I'll probably be maybe 1 out of 15, likely 0, I reckon. Well, maybe there's 1 back when he was a new hot thing and it was quite easy. But I'm black. I don't really blacklist people, but I'm blacklisting Casey for fucking sure.
Worth pointing out, just some acknowledgement for the Lippy last week. This is the 5th game we're covering at the moment from last week's 8. He was a leg short in 4 of 5 games. Close but no cigar, unfortunately. But when was the last time Casey scored? What's his streak of games?
He scored against the.
he scored recently,
the
to be
Para
fair.
when we did the live stream, I think.
Casey
did he?
McLean.
Yeah.
He scored. Yeah, he scored the week before.
It's just people thinks he scores every game.
He scored
She doesn't.
3 times in the last 10 games.
Yeah, 30%. Yeah.
Okay.
Bit off.
So Casey upsets Lippy's bet. It upsets Seb's bet. Guru, you had Paddy in there. Raiders plus 10.5 at $10.01.
Yeah, it's good gear as well. Not my worst, but
Not your worst.
not even close to my worst, to be
Knights
fair.
30 defeat the Broncos 6. Now, I was at a 30th on Saturday, and I just got to tell you, when you check your phone and you see Fletcher in the first couple of minutes and then Fletcher in the last couple, that'll get you absolutely revved to the max to send it. You know what I mean? That's a potential early night turns into a very late one when you see Fletcher sharp, 2+. Knights plus 6.5, $19.87.
Yeah, look, I'm going to be honest. When the battle formations of me versus Ed in our tactics and our little things that we do, generally we despise most of it. When they see that little battalion of that Fletcher Sharp 2+ that he always fucking gets, it's like, it's a jealousy despise. And it's like, we're not going anywhere near it. It's not our thing. It's not going to work for us. Can you fuck off, Fletcher Sharp, with your 2+?
Dude, that's at least, it's 2 if not 3 times on Fletcher Sharp double this year.
Or you get him in a multi with other guys. But I just know him and I, nothing against him. He's just not my type of guy. That if I get him in my bang, we're not
fucking bro out, dude.
Yeah.
I heard your story on the podcast this week about, or did you drive past Tom on a party bus?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got a mic? This one's fucking unreal. So he goes to the Tigers game on Sunday with Elliot from Win, Learn or Draw.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell this or me?
No, you do it.
I catch up with Elliot yesterday, him and Hammy, I'm talking to them, and Elliot goes, on Saturday, I took my kids to the park. He's at Sydney Park or whatever, and he's, on the playground or whatever, and just over, within viewing distance, there's a game of, men's soccer going on that he's keeping an eye on. Anyway, there's 2 teams. One of them is getting fucking pounded, right? Double digits loss.
Fives.
5, yeah. Heavy
Pretty
stuff.
much.
So he's watching this game. One team's getting their ass handed to them. Anyway, he then shows up to the Tigers game the next day with our little mate over here. And he's a bit hungover. He's a bit dusty. He goes, what'd you do last night? And he goes, we had a tough loss at soccer. So we went out last night. Anyway, it turns out Elliot, as he's at the playground with his kids, is watching this random game of soccer. It's this motherfucker getting pounded from a distance. How good is that?
You've kept that quiet.
Yeah,
kept that quiet.
Honestly, I would have told you because it's funny, but I forgot about it until Rue brought it up again.
Is that your cup game?
No, that was top of the table clash.
And you lost?
Yeah, we got railed.
How was the score?
5-0.
Dude, you've been walking around, until the last couple of weeks, you've been walking around saying you're going to win the comp.
Can I make
That's what you said today.
Can I make some excuses?
Go for it.
They got us at a good time. We played 2 games a week before.
Oh my God. What are you, a professional soccer player and you need fucking 7 days off?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
You do. It helps. And then we rolled in with 2 subs and they both got injured. So the second half, we got railed. But we'll get them. We played them earlier in the season. We beat them.
But maybe they've got better.
Maybe they have.
Yeah. That's
We'll
the
see.
scoreline.
We'll see.
It's no time for excuses,
It's
mate.
a bad weekend for you, just quietly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was
To round off an awful fortnight.
not good. Not good. Para was grim on Sunday. We spoke about it on Hello Sport, but
Tough. Now, Seb was a Zav Willie short.
Yeah, it's a refundy, by the way. He went off in the.
Yeah.
It's a refundy. Thank Christ.
I,
Not that it's huge, but
I'm sure that was noted because I'm pretty sure I pull it from the sheet. Let me just check. Yes.
a little refundy.
That was a refund. It's noted in the sheet, Sebo, so
Right.
don't worry. And then Guru, he's only bet of the week at Greggy Marju at 202.
Yeah.
Good bet.
Yeah.
good bet.
I thought this one was a good one. I think you were hot on Dom Young last week, weren't you?
He scored.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he
Don't
did.
come
But that
after
had me
me.
very nervous going into this one.
That's fair.
Yeah, needed that this week, especially after the Titans fucking debacle.
100%. The Lippy also, again, a leg short. He needed a Carapani. Sharks 32 defeated this Rabbitohs 16. Lippy again, a leg short. Needed a Teague.
I got my B Nix actually. That was annoying. That was I.
you did get your
B
B-Nix.
Nix went over relatively early. It's like I just need a Nico here, but I just didn't feel.
Okay.
I didn't feel they were pumping them enough for Nico to do his Nico thing.
Yeah.
Like they beat them convincingly, but it wasn't a pumping all game. But it was annoying because B Nix, and now look at him. I looked at him. He's in the twos all of a sudden. He scores once and he's in the twos. He's been hanging around the fours, and I've been trying to wrangle him, and I just got too greedy.
That would have been a nice $30 bet, mate, if
yeah.
Highlands crosses. He obviously doesn't. Mulatala Kateo 2 plus Binny. That doesn't hit for me. Neither does Teague. Fuck Teague. I don't know what I was thinking about last week. I'm off Teague. Eels 16 defeat the Tigers 13. Now, part of me is like, I regret doing this, but last week Tom was crapping on and 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 on about Dewey. Dewey will score. Dewey. Then when he puts his bet in, pure Tom stuff, it's Dewey with like 6 other blokes. You're like, you can't go on a Dewey rant and then pat it with like half the side of the Eels, right? Or whatever he did. I'm like, you can't. That's not how it works. If you've got a Dewey vibe, you got to stand it out. We basically bully him into doing it. He does score. He does get the units, which I'm sort of regretting now.
Well, I followed him on do because last time that happened and he didn't do it, the thing came off. It was like a year.
It does come off. When he has strong vibes, they come off. They actually
just doesn't
do,
back
but
his
he doesn't back him. He doesn't back himself, and he pads it with all manner of things to try and get it close to $50. I'm like,
Mate, he doesn't know how
if
to
the
play
odds
the
are
game.
so high like that, they don't. Your bets don't come off. Like he doesn't. Get
No, but he doesn't understand the layer of the game.
That's why he's
It's like,
so shit.
people are like, oh, Seb, you wouldn't win Survivor because if you wouldn't win the challenges. Cunt, it's not about the challenges. Like, there's layers to this thing.
Yeah.
Like, there's layers to this. It's like, and your game plan changes from trying to win to trying to not do stand up, and it's just just doing $50 fucking bets as much as you can, or just you've got to follow your vibe in this world. Have a bit of a constitution. And
You gotta have a constitution.
When you don't have a vibe, do the fucking $20 thing. Sure.
Yeah, but I'm not saying there isn't a place for $20
Yeah.
things, but if you've got the strongest vibe you've had all week and you try and pad it with like, he probably had Penasini for a hat trick or something, for fuck's sake. Anyway, we talk him out of it. He gets his bet 335 and I regret it. Penasini did cross the chalk. It got brought back for a knock on. That was annoying.
Oh, I didn't watch it, so I would have been more annoyed. Now I'm annoyed. But I,
But it was in
got
a different
over
order. Like Penasini's was taken back before Dewey scored. So like, you were never really going to be in there.
Look, it was one of those games where I was just like Sunday post, like normally Sunday when the kids go down for their nap. It's like I just sit in the backyard with my phone, a notepad, a computer, enjoy a little midday drink and do any creative thinking I need to be doing. And then once that's done, then it's like, okay, I got to go clean up the house, get shit sorted for
What,
the next
what creative thinking do you generally need?
I mean, last Sunday I was writing a poem about the 2004 to 2009 electro era. So, that sort of stuff. Like that sort of thing.
Okay.
And then I go clean up the house, and then it's like, okay, I have to alternate between how well is the house going to be set up for the week and the kids and blah, blah, versus watching footy. And then I saw it was this game and I was like, let's just go full house. Like, let's not try, watch any footy. Let's just spend all, cooking bolognese for the kids, like all that sort of stuff. So I didn't get to see any part of this game.
Okay, so you went full house.
I went full house.
Fair enough. Unit scoopers. Tom was 1 from 5. I was 2 from 4. Seb, you were 6 from 11. Guru was 5 from 6.
Yeah, fucking Cowboys.
Only the Cowboys let him down. Good Lord, mate.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
So you don't do the thing I do. If I've tripled something and I've had time to think about it, like I won't include that leg
I always
in the
do.
unit scooper.
I love doing it.
You triple stack because then you usually have your super coach captain involved in that somehow as well.
In theory, though, right? If you're super
you
confident
believe in
about
it, why
something,
wouldn't you
should
have
be
it
in the
there?
unit scooper,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's how I was.
I know, but I'm not saying exclusively, but
Yeah.
triple stuff I generally try. Not go the other way. But
That's how you get like your 30 unit weeks, like your big dogs. Yeah.
The curse of the Sunday scoop continues. Guru 1 from 5 legs, I believe.
Yeah, that was great.
But the hot seat, Guru goes back to back, gets his second hot seat in a row. Congratulations, mate.
Thank you, boys. Thank you.
If only this happened 2 years ago.
Yep. Correct. Yeah, that would have
You'd
been.
have a baggy green.
I actually brought my baggy green into work here because I was like, I don't need it at home. I may as well just keep it here for
makes
if we
one of
need
us.
it. Like,
Yeah, well, you could have brought it in too if you had one, but you don't.
That was uncalled for.
Oh, dearie. What was that? It was the
drackies.
the
The
grand final.
The drachmas.
The drachmas.
Drachmas. That's so hectic.
See, the drachmas knew I just needed $1,000 for a little summer runway, just a little, let's just buy some nice clothes, some golf balls and stuff. And you needed the baggy green. But unfortunately, we talked about home ground advantage. If you bought maybe, I don't know, some sort of old Australian penny.
Yeah, like an old 1 cent penny from Mascot or something. Then you would have won. Leaderboard. I was 2 from 9 minus 2.54. Lippy, none from 9 minus 7.54. Guru, 1 from 10 minus 7.58. Sebo Meyer, 0 from none. None from 9.
Yes, it's first time in a while.
None from
nunny.
9.
But, you need these things to wake you up a little bit sometimes.
Minus 8.01. And Tom, 1 from 9 minus 10.27. He will be wearing the shovel next week, I think. I think he's got to fucking put it on, doesn't he?
I can't believe Dewey scored.
No, I think the only way he gets out of it is someone else gets a shovel. That's generally how it goes. Like when you have a stored shovel,
Yeah.
like when you're back, you're wearing it. But if someone else has gone,
Okay.
worse than that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that would supersede it. So a shocking week here from someone.
Yeah.
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 Otherwise, you got to wear a stored shovel.
Yeah, which will probably be him because he's
Because
not on the
when
show.
we're
When he's
away-
not on the show, he doesn't put his bets on. So,
Well, he actually, I forgot to mention, his Broncos bet he didn't even put on,
well, there you go.
which was $1.90. I can't remember which was that bet at the start. He told me on the thing, he's like, you'll find out, but I didn't put it on. You are just out of control. Okay.
For a
overall-
guy that desperately doesn't want to do stand up, he fucking sends some mixed signals.
Yeah, it was no.
consistently.
He didn't put the bet on. Knights 30 to defeat the Broncos $6.90. His original bet was like $50 or something.
Yeah,
for one.
right.
So he's just
hell.
begging for it, mate. At
No,
this
I think
point.
as I'm
At
saying,
this
I
point,
think he's
begging
made his peace with it on his week to week bets. For unit scooper goes sure, but I think he knows now because like you hear him starting to mention things around stand up, and you're just like, okay, yeah, you've accepted your fate. But the funny thing is about this game, I mean, you know what? Actually, when I think about unit scoopers that scared me the most is like if somehow everyone hits a unit scooper and I have to do stand up, sure, that sucks. That's annoying. I tell you what's the scariest thing is if a Lippy pulls out a unit scooper to win the season. After the battle we've had, that would just be
crazy.
oh, okay.
No, that'd be all wrong.
Before we
All right,
leave-
if the Lippy wins a season, like none of us get like, does it go up there as Lippy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would. Yeah.
The Lippy, they collect.
I've never even considered that.
It'd be a
Yeah, it would
collective
never
win.
happen.
Yeah.
It's whoever. It's That's why we track how they're going.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
On that note, I'm first minus 7.45, Sebo's minus 19.92, Guru's minus 42.51, and probably most importantly for Guru is that he's pushed out a 26-point lead roughly on Tom, who's minus 68.44, and the Lippy at the back of the pack, shock horror, minus 78.05, and that is accountability.
Awful. Just before accountability stops, I got some accountability stats. First to your question, Sebo. You put 25 bets with Casey McLean in them. You've lost 22.
Wow.
You are the curse.
Yeah, no,
of
I'm
that.
done. I'm done.
Oh, wow.
And then over to Guru. Obviously, you tripled that Cowboys plus 8.5 line as well as some others. That's actually the second worst line to margin difference we've seen. Back in 2024, Tom, the great Tom, he tripled the Warriors minus 4.5 line. They went on to lose to the Titans that game 66-6, which means it was a 64 point margin turnaround. So you're, what was it, 61.5?
Yeah.
Just
Still
below.
a Hall of Fame bed shit.
But not.
I'm glad Burmo's got the
Burmo's got the hot.
I thought he
not the creme de la creme. Okay, that's very interesting
and very fitting.
and very fitting. Let's bet Titans Cowboys. Tom's bets will be on his profile. We won't. I think he'll probably be putting them on just before the game. I also think there's a chance he'll miss a couple.
It is so hectic that he can just pull that shit out during mid-show.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Entity
unreal.
The power.
Like the stats of our bets and everything.
Oh,
for the
him?
last 5
Yeah,
years.
man.
It's unreal.
Well, mate,
Tom.
he's the random stats guy. He's
That's
a
it.
freak.
I love it.
That's what I'm played for. That's what
You
I'm
are
paid
you are incredible, mate.
Thank
and
you.
I think I'd like to see a bit more of that sort of stuff.
If you keep sending me the updated sheet and I don't have to chase up Instagram.
Mate, those little
that'd be
anomalies
great.
are
I can
great.
send you the sheet. Just
Please do.
I
I like the individual player stuff, like the Casey
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
That's-
do you want it
that's
right?
cool.
I can send it to you right now.
Please.
Mate.
But even
do.
any of that stuff, like the other week,
There's an online version. That'd be great.
That-
I can
that
do- I don't
little
have to
line-
ask.
We're gonna
chart.
do online next year.
All right,
that's
sweet.
that's a different. Are you Nathan's MacBook? No, that'll be Nathan.
but that little line
Oh, yeah,
chart
you're
will be
Nathan.
tracking our
Well,
seasons.
there's two Nathans. Are
He's
you
Guru's MacBook still, I think.
Oh, you go.
I've got no idea.
Okay. There you
All
go.
this little shit rando. If you make a little, that doesn't have to be every week.
That's his one.
Right.
Mine's Nath.
Oh, you're Nath.
I'm Nath.
Are you a Nath? Are you Nath's heir?
I'm going to have to be. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Like
Of course.
I'm pretty. He's Nathan. He's Guru. Wait, what? Isn't his name fucking Nathan?
I would have freaked out in that situation. Like, oh my god, have I?
I
forgot
actually
one
was
of
wicked,
that?
being
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
have
yeah.
I got these fucking guys' names right? All right, Titans Cowboys, take it away, Nathan.
Be Thursday night, a clear night there on the Gold Coast. The Titans $2.25, the Cowboys $1.65. The line 3.5. The total points at 48.5. Now, 5 of the last 8 teams to concede 70 plus points have won their following game. Last team to concede 80 plus points won their following game too. That was the great Canterbury side back in 1935. The Cowboys have also won their last 3 games against the Titans. They've won 7 of their last 10 games as favourites as well, scoring 30 or more points in 8 of those games. So I don't mind my Cowboys to bounce back. I'm hoping they will bounce back. For try scorers, I do like the Titans side of things. Dean Eremia here, he has hasn't got the best stats for him, but right wingers have scored 7 tries in the last 4 games against the Cowboys, and a right edge player has scored in 4 of the 5 games that Ilias and Campbell have been in the halves together. Speaking of Campbell, Jaden Campbell's the other one. He's scored in 3 straight games against the Cowboys, and a left half has scored 4 tries in the last 2 games against North Queensland.
Thank you, Rando. I might start, gentlemen, if that's okay with you. I'm going to have a constitution this week, and it's going to be Sixers. Like
Okay.
my constitution this week, gentlemen, in the 6th season of About Even, I'm looking to fucking put the foot on the throat here. I'm going to put the foot on the throat here, and I'm going to lead with Sixers. And it's going to start Thursday night, Titans Cowboys with a Jaden Campbell double. He scored a double against you blokes in round 3 this year, I'm pretty sure. I like it to set me up. A Thursday night double would be fucking huge for me. And I like the guy's vibe. Sorry, I'm into him. So lead me into battle, son. I'll hop on your back. $7.25.
Yeah,
Sebo?
I've got him for one. I just love him as a player. I was thinking about my top 10 NRL players, and I've got a bit of a different take, but his dad was like, if I had to go top 10 since I've followed NRL, like Presto's up there, you know, he's up there. And I love Jaden. I've got him in Supercoach as well. So, maybe that's going against my philosophy, but I just feel the Cows. As I said earlier on, not that the Cows are a top 4 team, but when a team gets pounded, they generally bounce back. Now, the Cows got pounded, but it wasn't a 40-6. It was a fucking 80-6. So you think they're going to bounce back, but I don't think they're ever going to be the defensive wall bounce back. They're just going to be a bit more confident and try play some footy, and the Titans aren't going to put him in that position. We are at Seabus, right? I think
Yep.
there's going to be some points. I think both teams scored 20 plus. Because the Cows will kind of be a bit more focused and have to bounce back. And then the Titans are just playing not fuck it footy like we don't care, but it's like they're playing pretty like good for a team that was out of the running about 5 months ago. And so I think there's some points. Jaden Campbell has said, and Cows plus 6.5. I think they're the favourites, but I'm still just going to give them a few points based on. I mean, that was a lot of points last week, right? So 5.59 for that.
Don't hate it. Guru?
Off the back of the second biggest bed shit in show history on a Thursday night, I'm back on board. Burns, he delivered for me last week despite the bed shit. Cows minus 3.5. I think they win and they win well against the Titans. Murray and Chester combine for $3.37. I would consider a triple, but I think I have a bet later in the week that's an absolute shit in. So that'll be it for me. $3.37. The Cowboys bounce back, and I will be there for it.
You're not in any way concerned by the absolutely deplorable defensive effort?
You know what's funny? It's actually Titans v Cowboys, which is the two teams I bed shit on completely last week. It's the stars aligning here, and I'm leaning towards the Cowboys. They have to get a response in this game. They have to.
We have to win to make the 8 as well. So a lot.
And they all,
online.
whenever it's at its worst, and you think the Cowboys are fucking, it's a tire fire. They all of a sudden pull a good performance out. Todd Payton gets another 4-year contract. You're like, what the fuck is going on up there? It'll happen again this week. Burns, Cows minus 3.5. Murray / Chester 1+ Binny 3.37.
Yeah. Who's the lippy this week?
He is Jimmy Lucas. Not sure if he's related to Josh, but not many people know Josh Lucas anyway. He is.
Who's Josh Lucas?
He's like the guy who Matt McConaughey stole his career from. Like he's that kind of like Southern drawl guy. He was in one of those basketball movies. You'd recognize his face, but he's got like a Matt McConaughey, but like I'm not going to say Timu, but it's just like there's only enough room for one of us. Like,
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah. He's in movies like
that was fucking niche, mate.
Ford
he's in
versus
movies like
Ferrari.
Poseidon, which is about like a cruise ship flipping upside down. He's in that sort of shit, shit that you'd watch on an airplane. But he seems like a charismatic dude, but there's not enough room for you.
There's not enough room.
Yeah.
You can't have two Matthews getting around.
Yeah. This Matthew, we're taking this guy. Sorry, and he's like, fuck.
Yeah, you can do the Poseidon that I'll watch on a plane.
Yeah. And I'm sure he got paid
And
all right for
change,
it.
definitely
He was the lead in Poseidon, right? So I actually always had a weird soft spot for him. He was in a basketball movie. Again, was like a Coach Carter, but it was like the lower tier version of Coach Carter, where you just like, Josh, I feel like
Glory Road.
Glory Road. There we are.
So this isn't Josh Lucas's brother.
I don't know. I'm hoping it is because like I might be the only person who knows Josh Lucas. But he's got Sammy Campbell and Murray Taulagi 940.
Speaking of brothers and Josh Lucas, friend of the show, Josh Dirk, and my brother, guess what his middle name is?
Lucas.
Josh Lucas.
Well, there you go. Look at that. Look at that. He should be his favourite actor then. Send him Poseidon, the link to Poseidon and Glory Road. They're not bad. They're not bad. Just make sure you're in an aeroplane or something. So that's him.
Just make sure you're on an
Well, like, so you got no other choice but to watch a movie. And it's that movie.
Well, I know what you mean. It's like, okay, am I going to
Glory
watch
Road.
this movie on a big screen? No.
And are
I'm
you
gonna
gonna watch the-
I'm going to sacrifice it on this tiny screen with shit headphones. That's what I'm going to do.
And I'm not going to watch a really good movie on a screen that big.
No.
My back's fucking about to break and, a tennis ball that I'm trying to use to massage it and bloody, the kids are awake. Where's another fucking Vyvanse? You sleep, babe. Honestly, on the way to Greece, 24 hours, no sleep. I managed to watch 8 minutes of, was it
That
Get
trip
Out?
was a year ago. When are you going to let it go?
I didn't even have time to put my headphones in. I wasn't even have a seat. The three of them had a seat. I was on the floor.
He's not going to get it. He's not.
I was on the floor. They let me be on the floor for literally every flight except the last leg of coming back home. And it's like, fuck you. Like I'd made my little camp up in like the feet aisle because, it's the one with there's a tiny bit more space in my camp. I just had everything ready for when shit hits the fan, the food, the milk, making the warm stuff. And then I was, everyone felt sorry for me. They'd even take a kid when both of them were screaming. But the last leg, so you need to get into that. So
Did you tell me you're on your honeymoon, mate?
Huh?
You should have
But
said
we're
you're
on the way
honeymoon.
back.
Yeah, we're still counts, man.
Yeah, no, it wasn't as bad as when I left a laptop on the previous plane. The kid's iPad with all the downloaded shows.
Oh, no.
Anyway, I could see it and hear you regale stories about your trip to Greece until the cows come home, mate. But we gotta do a show. We gotta get moving. Warriors, Panthers, big clash here, Rando. How do you see it, son?
Massive clash. It is third versus first at Go Media. The Warriors, they're $2.35. Penrith favourites at $1.60. The line is 4.5, and the total points is 41.5. Now, Ivan Cleary returns home back to Go Media. He's won 11 of his last 13 games coaching at the venue. The Panthers, they have won 11 of their last 12 games against the Warriors. They've won all Friday night games this season, 4 wins by 26 or more points. So they have been pumping teams. The Warriors, they may be at home, but they have lost 5 of their last 6 home games against top 8 opponents. And their worst one, they've only won one round 23 fixture since 2011. So they're 1-12 in that round. For try scorers, still like AKP here. He's scored in all 3 games he has played against the Panthers, scored in 3 of his 4 games at Go Media. And that left winger has been a problem for the Panthers, scoring in 6 of the last 9 games. If you are looking for a bit more value, Isaiah Papali'i, he's at $5, scored in 2 of his last 3 games at Go Media, scored in each of his last 2 Indigenous round games, and a left second row has scored in 2 of the last 4 against the Wires.
Right.
We'll start with Guru, I think.
Randall Alamotti this week. You got Tungo coming in for Casey. Do you assume Tungo's going to stay on the left?
I
Alamotti
think
on
they're
the
going
right?
to stay left and then Alamotti right.
Cool.
Yeah, that's how
All
they
right.
lined up before.
With Lecker playing left centre for the Warriors as it stands, I like Alamotti at value in this game. I'm going to take him and just Panthers head-to-head. 1 try scorer, Panthers to win, $4.24.
What's the go with the blacklist?
Alamotti's on it.
Al-
Right?
the
You have
only
to
name
bet
on
on
it.
him to get him off.
You've got to bet on him to get it off.
Okay.
Thanks for that. Needed that. Alamotti Panthers, $4.24. Felt heaps more confident about it 8 seconds ago.
Seba?
I had DWZ and Jenkins, which is a really kind of basic bitch bet. I get it. And the max unders. Because last time these guys did play, the Panthers might have won, but it was like 12-10 or something, wasn't it, Rando? Like something like that this year.
Yeah, 18 to 16, I want to say.
Yeah. So I'm feeling max unders here because it's coming to the pointy end of the season. It's probably the last big game Penrith have before they start looking at resting. Wires are like, okay, we shat the bed, then we pump the Titans. This is our last probably huge test before we eye them off. It's at home. I feel the formations are going to tighten up a little bit because it's slippery, it's wet. Both teams have big, strong boys through the middle. And, you know, it'll be a bit more of a tighter game. And then, you know, the wingers out on the edges. But you just threw me with the AKP. So what I managed to do is I keep my DWZ, I keep my Jenkins, and then I throw an AKP into a 3-man 2+ Binny, which isn't much, but it just, Rando completely threw me with that. And then I was like, do I jump off? And once you put the max unders, the max unders only 49.5, by the way. It gets to a really gross 264, but I'll keep it because, yeah, just my vibe says top of the table, guys, just going, boom, let's see where we're at. Give it our all. Defense will be the priority, and then we can, you know, figure it out from there. Rest, all that sort of shit.
Okay. Fair enough. 264. I think this is going to be a case of Daddy's home, to be honest. Daddy in multiple facet, right? Like Ivan's a daddy and the Panthers are the competition's daddy. And I just think that this week against the Warriors, next week against the Roosters, they're going to look to fucking put a hurting on these boys and then put the feet up until finals time. That's got to be the plan. Just stoke the fires of doubt, and the best way to do that is go over there and get a bit of a humping going. I like the Panthers -4.5. I like To'o. And this is a vibe, punters and dribblers. Could be based on fuck all. I feel like he scores a lot in big games, and this is a big game. That's just my vibe.
I tell you what,
The Panthers are playing tough opposition. I feel like that man fucking stands up and delivers. I also had DWZ, but off the recommendation of my old mate Nathan, I'm going to put AKP in. $7.81.
I mean, I like the
like
bet,
it.
but I just can't. I've been on that train of thought literally since Origin finished that the Panthers are going to get back to round 1 to 5 or 1 to 7.
I think they did last week.
Who'd they play?
Raiders.
No, pretty
They
impressive
look
last week.
fucking
Yeah,
good. And I
okay.
reckon this is a little 3-week stretch where they put hurting on people.
Yeah, okay.
And then I think they put the feet up. That's just a vibe, Seb. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
I've been
but
wrong
Wales
many,
home
many
ground,
times
dude.
before.
Wales home ground.
Well, we just heard they've lost 4 or 5 there.
Yeah, but not when they're aiming up against Penrith.
We'll see.
They're sleeping
We
half
will
the time
see.
against the other teams.
We will see. And that's the beauty of the show, mate,
Yeah.
is that we track everyone's
Yeah.
results.
Yeah, I know.
You know
I
what I'm saying? Maybe a famous actor who stars in movies you'd watch on a plane's brother is Panthers minus 4.5, Tungo 2+ at 22.92. I don't hate that. I actually don't hate it. Roosters Dogs. Oh, it's gonna be a test, man. Who's gonna be fucking legit? Who is it, man? Are the Roosters even that good? Or the Cowboys just really bad?
We'll find out. Roosters, Dogs, Allianz. It'll be a clear Friday night for this game. The
Yeah,
Roosters,
any rain in what? Actually, any rain in Auckland?
No rain in Auckland.
Well, that's
It's gonna
even
be a
worse
dry
because it's
game.
that little misty, like non-rain stuff where it's
11
slippery. You
degrees.
know, it's
Yeah.
when
Yeah,
it's
there'll be
rain.
non-rain.
It's actually
It's the
slipperier.
steam.
It's
The
wetter.
Steam is
for some
slipperier than
reason.
rain sometimes.
No,
I
it's
tell ya.
wetter over there if there's no rain.
It somehow is. That's the thing.
No, I know. I'm with you. I get it. Roosters Dogs round.
Roosters, Dogs. The Roosters $1.36. The Dogs are at $3.10. The line 9.5. The total at 44.5. The Roosters, they haven't lost a home game to the Bulldogs since 2016, winning 4 straight games. They love playing at home. The Roosters, they've won 9 of their last 10 home games, including each of their last 6 at home. The Dogs, though, they have covered a plus 9.5 line in 6 of their last 7 games as underdogs and in 8 of their last 9 games in general. So I don't mind if you want to give them that plus 12.5 line for a bit of insurance. For try scorers, I do like this left edge of the Bulldogs. They have scored 70% of their tries on the left since Crichton moved to left half. That Roosters right edge defense has been their weakest this season, letting in 30% of their tries. So you're looking at Rinakama, who's scored in 4 of his last 5, and then Matty Burton, pretty good value at 3.30, scored in 3 of his last 4 games and scored 5 tries in his last 4 against the Roosters. From a Roosters side of things, Billy Smith looks pretty good here, scored in 5 consecutive games and plays at left wing. And you've also got Robert Toyer, who's scored in 4 of his last 5 games as well on the right.
Well, you've actually, as far as I'm concerned, Rando, you've hit the nail on the head. Those following this show will know that I've developed quite a relationship with a couple of Bs. Billy Smith, Bobby Toyer, Billy in particular, whom I'm very fond of, and that's well documented. I've yet to bang properly, punters and dribblers, on Matt Burton, another B. Looking to add another B, the final B, to my 2 previous Bs to have a triple B bet, $13.52. Billy and me go way back. Bobby and me getting on along really nicely. And Burton, who is a dubbo boy, I'm expecting to come to the party for me. 3 Bs, $13.52. So,
Yeah, look, I'm just more looking at if this is worth tripling or not. Now, I've been here multiple times on this panel saying I just don't believe the Bulldogs are truly back. And then the Roosters flush someone. It's like, can you flush someone that bad to it? No. But I'm just like, Roosters 13 plus, right? Because if you look at who the Dogs versed last week, okay, they beat the Storm. Storm are in like the bottom team. Yes, they beat the Wars when the Wars had an off game, but their last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, even 8 even games were against people aren't even in the top 8 at all. And so they've had a few wins against some shit teams, and Wars the only one. So and the Roosters, it's like maybe we just lock up that top 2 spot. Do they get something for coming second? You get like a home ground.
Get a home final.
You get a home final.
2 home finals if you miss out.
And then who else are the Roosters versing going forward? Maybe they're like, let's just flush these guys and then we can relax. I don't know. Or like the Wilders are on their tail. But then it's just like, it just seems so silly to go 13 plus after they've absolutely put a record score on. And then I had a 2+ Benny with Teddy, Mark, and I had Burton in there. Because that side of the Dogs is going, well, it's only 308, but it's like the 308's triple to the things that get you up and about in this world of chasing the top of the ladder. And have I got any other bets better than that? Not really. So what time's this game on?
It's 7 p.m., 8 p.m.
On
Friday
Friday.
night.
Yeah, it's a good slot for a triple for me. Yeah, we'll triple it.
is it a good slot for a triple for him? You can maybe find that out.
Can't find out.
You can't.
I can't. My computer just died.
Okay.
But they wouldn't be
how
categorized.
professional.
Yeah, very unprofessional. My partner took the charger off me today.
Yeah. I mean, if the Bulldogs win, don't lose 13 plus here. I'm going to admit, okay, guys, I've said it for 5 weeks. I don't believe the Bulldogs are back. Maybe they are back. Now, is there any crazy outs for the Roosters before I do anything? Like, is there someone? I mean, I had a brief
Only
look at teams.
Tubes, I would imagine, and Nat Butcher or Angus Crichton.
Sure. Yeah, no, I'm just making. But Teddy,
Teddy's been named.
but he might not
You reckon he
play.
won't play?
Oh,
Rue's
he's been
giving me
named
those
to like-
eyes that he won't play.
It's rumored.
Rue is
No,
giving me
I'm not
those
saying
eyes.
he's
giving
been
me
named,
those
but he was
side
injured
eyes.
last week.
That's the thing I'm worried about. Maybe if they go, okay, it's the Dogs, we don't play him.
So you're going to triple Roosters 13 plus here.
If Teddy plays.
Okay.
So, you know what? I'm going to leave it untripled. And then if it looks like Teddy's playing, definitely playing before the game, then I might triple it.
Okay. So
Okay.
Roosters 13 plus Teddy,
Yeah.
Mark, and Burton 2 plus Binny.
Yeah, because I'd have to change it anyway if Teddy's not playing. So, yeah.
Okay.
Nice. I really like that left edge for Canterbury. So I've been looking over the fence at Sebo's bets the last few weeks, and I like these binnies that overlap. It looks like good fun. So I've got Jethro in both of my binnies. One of them's with Burton, one of them's with Critter. 1 plus binny each. And then, I don't know, I'm just going to have a little flyer on the Roosters getting a little bit complacent after a record-breaking win. Dogs needing to win to lock themselves into the top 8. I think if Dogs win, it'll be tight. So I'm going to take Dogs 1 to 12, Jethro and Burton 1 plus binny, and Jethro and Critter 1 plus binny. You're getting $6.83 for that one.
Yeah, I don't mind it because, if Teddy doesn't play, that's a fantastic bet. Nothing against Cody Ramsey, but Teddy,
I'm confused how you don't mind Dogs 1 to 12 when you're 13 plus.
If Teddy
That
doesn't
blown
play.
me away too, yeah.
That doesn't make any
If
sense.
Teddy doesn't play. Like
But
Teddy's
he's named. Teddy's named.
Yeah, but he was injured. He was injured the week before, taken off at halftime last game, so he hasn't had a full proper fucking.
So you've got Teddy worth like 14 points essentially at minimum.
Pretty much.
pretty much. I reckon he's good. He scored a hat trick in like a half of footy the other game. Like he scored a double in a half of footy. Like he's actually coming back with a bit of a vengeance, a bit of a kind of maybe last kind of go to a sort of vibe. Sherry's here for 1 year. Let me, a lot of people doing other work. I think he's actually in a shitload of form at the moment.
Fair.
Okay. And then the bloke who starred in Poseidon's brother has Roosters 13 plus, under 52.5, marking Mark 454.
What is the genre of movie where you start with like a bit of a disaster intervention? There's like 13 people and they all start like dying off, like Anaconda.
movie.
Yeah, but Anaconda's not a disaster, but it's like I love that. That's what Poseidon is. It's like, hey, we're all the survivors.
Like a last man standing.
Yeah,
movie.
yeah,
It's like Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah,
was the
Deep
same.
Blue Sea is the exact same thing. It's like who's going to survive? Sam Jackson gives this huge speech and a shark just
Yeah.
comes up and fucking takes his head off.
Yeah,
and
it's
you're just-
great. One of the great movies, Deep Blue Sea. Shout out to it. Storm. I think the first M-rated movie I ever watched. Storm versus Seagulls.
Storm versus Manly. Now
Give me
this
reasons
game,
to believe, Rando.
plenty of reasons
Reasons
to believe here.
mate.
First, to believe it's going to be at HBF Park. The conditions, there is a possible shower, but only 1 to 5 millimetres, so it shouldn't be too detrimental. The Storm, $2.10. Manly, $1.73. The line, 1.5. And the total is at 48.5. Manly, they've won 5 of their last 7 against the Storm. They've won both games they've played at HBF Park. They're unbeaten in 7 of their last 9 Saturday afternoon games. And then you look at the Storm, they've lost 8 of their last 9 games on the road. They've lost their last 6 games as underdogs. And Munster is 0-2 when he is missing Jerome Hughes this season. So plenty to believe for Manly fans. And that is also continued in the try scorers. Tolu Kula, I think the best of the day, scored in 3 of his last 4 games, scored in 3 straight games against the Storm, and a left centre has scored in 4 of the last 6 games against Melbourne. Or you can look at Hamole. He's scored 4 tries in his last 4 games, scored in 3 consecutive games against bottom 9 teams, scored 3 tries in his last 4 against the Storm, and the Storm ranked first for tries conceded to right second rowers.
Get out of my brain, bro.
I can't.
We are like,
I can't,
we are
bruh.
fucking synced. Me and Rando today. Like, you would not believe punters and dribblers. You've lit a fire under my ass here, dude, in a huge way. I've obviously got Cooler and Hamole at $5 neat, right? I wasn't going to triple this week, but you fired me the fuck up.
There you go.
And I am at 12:30 p.m. Bali time, going to be drinking pina coladas with my mate Tommy Birmingham, and I'm going to be watching a famous win, and that game deserves to be tripled. The action's the juice, is it not, Sebo?
The action
is the juice. You want to get juiced the fuck up? Give me Bali, sunbed, beach, pina colada, Manly, 12 o'clock or 12:30. My daughter will be asleep having her nap. It's just like, what are we talking about? That gets fucking tripled to within an inch of its life. Cooler and Hamole, giddy the fuck up. Giddy the fuck up. I'm playing this week. I'm here to play this week. Fucking know that. Fire up, Roo.
You can assume if that bet doesn't get up, Manly will probably be joining you in Bali pretty soon. So they need that one. I'm being serious. You need to win this
I
one.
know. I'm just taking the piss. Of course we need to win this week, which is why we will.
I have Saab, Olakwatu, Sua, and then I've got under 56.5 points, the max unders there, which takes it up to $16.50. I don't quite know how this one's going to play out.
Talk to me, Seb.
I had the was it the max unders or something in there? But I will have the max unders. The thing I'm worried about this, it's like Storm usually is low scoring games, but they're kind of just like a bloody all over the shop at the moment. Like they can score points against not great teams, but I feel that the rivalry between these two might tighten it up a little bit. And Manly are still in the running for the 8.
Yes,
So-
very much.
Just
Well,
so
we got that glorious for and against.
We got to buy up our sleeve, the Cowboys.
If the Bulldogs, but you just got pumped. You're not firing any
a
shots.
loss we
The
needed.
Rabbitohs are hit and miss, and the Bulldogs, are they fair income?
So it's just hard to pick what's going on, but I think the Manly boys will get in the Storm's ears and get them all annoyed. The rivalry come up, and it might actually be like it's look like a top 4 or 5 clash rather than whatever it is. I did have Hamole and I did have Sua. I'm keeping Hamole, but the thing what I'm doing is I'm actually adding a 2+ to him because who are the Storm second rowers again?
Cooper Clark and Oren Keeley, who I don't think you
new
have
guys
a
on the
clue
block,
who
right?
that
New
is.
guys on the block. They're not against a monster here. It's not, and so I'm just going to Hamole 2+ into an under 56.5. That's 17-17.
So you've got Sewer 2+.
No, I'm taking Sua out. This is just Hamole 2+.
Yep.
And the under 56.5.
That
17-17.
Yep.
That Munster channel has been a try-scoring feast
Yeah.
this year. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
Back
yeah.
from injury. That's good.
Like the best kind of give me the ball from 6 meters out back rower in the game against Munster, who, he's limping around a little bit this season, unfortunately missing, something X tackles a game. I'm sure there's some stat like that. And then one of these Oren guys or whatever.
One of these Oren guys.
So have you gone?
Yeah, I have. One of these Oren guys.
Lippies, Storm halftime, Manly full-time, $7. Dolphins, Broncos, Battle Brisbane, mate. Target away.
Another clear night there at Suncorp Stadium. The Dolphins $1.44, the Broncos $2.80. The line 7.5 points, and the total is 48.5. Now the Broncos, they have dominated this head-to-head matchup, winning 6 of their 7 meetings. However, they have lost 6 consecutive games at Suncorp, 6 of their last 7 games as underdogs. And with Tom Duffy playing this season, they are 0-7. The Dolphins, on the other hand, they've won 6 consecutive games at Suncorp with 5 wins by 18 or more points. So I don't mind the Dolphins to cover that line. For try scorers, probably my favourite of the week, Selwyn Cobbo, scored in 6 of his last 7 games, scored 6 tries in his last 5 games at Suncorp, and a left winger has scored 10 tries in the last 8 games against the Broncos. Whenever you think of the Battle of Brisbane, you got to think of Katoni Staggs. He's scored in 3 straight games against the Dolphins. Each of those tries have either been first, second, or third, or last tries. He's also scored 6 tries in his last 8 at Suncorp, and that Dolphins left edge has conceded 6 tries in the last 5 games.
I thought it was the Broncos' other edge that's been conceding all the points.
Not of late.
No.
I mean, both.
How do you
edges
feel
are
about
bleeding.
Osako this week?
I mean, don't mind him. He scored 7 tries in his last 5 games. I think if I had to choose between one winger or the other, it'd be Selwyn, but Jermaine's every chance to score 2.
What do you think about the hammer?
The hammer,
Yeah.
yeah, he's not too bad. He's been on and off, hot and cold in the last couple of games, though.
It's a reasonable point. It is a reasonable point. I'm going to make you go, Guru.
Yeah, well, I'm making a bit of a change on the fly here due to Rando's stats. But what I'm going to do is go Finns -7.5, and then I'm going to go a 1+ Binny of Isako and Cobbo, and I'm going to triple that. Oh, it's $1.15. That's pretty.
That would be pretty low. That would be pretty.
Heaps lower than I thought it was going to be. Okay, I'm just going to stick with my bet. Finns -7.5. Give me Isako to score at 255. I'm going to triple that one, boys.
Nice.
That was a big few seconds.
That was a huge few seconds. What do you think, Sebo?
Mate, I had Finns 13+ into Ham Herb Cobb 3+.
How did Ham Herb Cobb go?
The
last
leg
week?
got up, but Finny Fuiaki didn't score.
But Ham Herb Cobb was good.
Yeah, it was good, but it was a 2+. I'm going 3+ because I feel as much as this is a battle of Brisbane, they're both going to get up for it. I think Dolphins smell blood in the water, and it's like 4 years ago we were on a laughing stock compared to you guys. Like I think they're going to always aim up against him. How did Izzy Katoa go last week? Did he play all right, or is he looking?
He did
a bit-
all right.
Yeah. So that's just a little warm up for him, probably after a few weeks out. So I'm not going to go the 13+. I tell you why, because I am going to triple it.
Okay.
And I am going to just do
Didn't
the
you triple another? Didn't you triple one before?
I pulled out of the Teddy one. I said I might.
Oh, that's
depending
right.
how it goes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So I've got my Ham Herb Cobb here for 3+, and then my just Dolphins line of 7.5. That's at 347, 3+. So it's just like Ham Herb Cobb. Come on. That's 347, and we'll triple that one. This is purely based because I'm all about memory bets. I mean, it's been fucking 5 years, and everyone still remembers the Interstellar bet, right? And that was only $7 because it's a great bet. The Ham Herb Cobb. Whatever the fuck it is a great bet. And
A great bet yet to come off.
yet to come off, yeah. So, but you know, you get people going. It's like people who say they wrangled a stags when they just did a single stag. Like you could get a Ham Herb Cobb any day of the week at a 1+ for like $1.05. No, I'm going 3+. I'm going a fucking 3+, tripling it.
Yeah.
That's how
The action's the juice, mate.
yeah. The action is the goddamn juice, and if you don't get that, you're in the wrong game.
Completely agree. Completely agree. Dolphins last week against the Dragons, well documented because of Tom's triple. They should have scored way more tries than they did. I expect them to tighten things up at Suncorp against the old foe, the Broncos' big brother. I like them for 13+ here, I really do. Broncos season's done. Wheels have fallen off. Disgraceful performance. What have they won? 1 in the last 10 or something like that?
Yep.
Just bush league stuff. I think the Dolphins aren't going to waste an opportunity to inflict a bit of embarrassment, a bit of pain. And big game players in step up in big games, Hammer. Like the motherfucker does it all the time in Origin. Against Big Bro, I expect nothing but the best from him. Dolphins 13+ and Hammer $3.54. Poseidon's brother Azako 2+ Stags $11.18. Rabbitohs Eels, mate. Rabbitohs burst the Eels, mate.
Rabbitohs Eels. This game will be at Allianz. Once again, another dry night there in Sydney. The Rabbitohs $1.36. The Eels $3.10. The line 9.5. The total points is at 45.5. Now the Rabbitohs, they love this fixture. They've won 10 of their last 11 games against the Eels. They love Indigenous round as well. They've won 14 of their last 16 games on Indigenous round themed matches. They have won 8 of their last 10 games as favourites, whilst on the flip side, the Eels, they have lost 10 of their last 11 games at Allianz and 6 of their last 8 games as underdogs. So it looks to be a Souths win. For try scorers, love that left edge as always for the Bunnies. I mean, Alex Johnson, 17 tries in 12 Indigenous round matches. He scored a double in 5 of his last 7 such games as well. Tallis Duncan, he loves playing the Eels, a double in each of his last 2 games against Parramatta. He scored in 4 of his last 5 starts at left centre. And a left centre has scored in 2 of the last 3 games against Parramatta. But for a bit more value, Jack Williams comes on to right second row. Now, he started right second row against Penrith a couple of weeks ago and scored a double. A right second rower has scored in 4 of the last 5 games against the Bunnies. He comes right up against Cody Walker.
$2.50 for Dallas Duncan.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Not bad.
Gary, you got Tallis in there, mate?
I've
you got a
got
bit of Tallis this week or what?
I got Tally D and Cody Walker for a 1+ Binny together. Then I've just got Southside Head and I've got Dave Fafita as an anytime try scorer. $6.30 for me. I didn't realise it was an Indigenous round. They're
Mentioned it a couple of times now, but glad you're listening.
yeah. I'm now aware of that. There might be a little wild card as we get closer to this game. 'Cause I think the bunnies could explode in this one.
Yeah, they generally do, right? Yep. Look, I'm just going back to what I know, and that's usually that we pump the Eels compared to any other team. That doesn't mean we can lose, sure, but generally if we're going to win 13+, it's usually against the Eels for some reason. Don't know why. Is that true, Rando? Then a little...
I just said they've won 10 of their last 11. They love beating them.
Oh, there we go. No, sorry, I was looking at a ham herb cob for a different reason during that because I already knew this. I already knew these stats.
Fair.
Then 2+, 3-man Binny in AJ, who could get it done himself. Graham and Jackie Boy. I love sneaking that little right edge in there. It seems to be, at least the legs are banging for me. I've got it up a few times on just also including a bit of the right side action. And then back to the season, back to things good, back to what kind of started a bit of my comeback as well. Davey F, baby, is back on board, 755. So Davey F just stood out, Bunny 13+ and that little Binny there. Unless, there's a miracle where para hump us, but Indigenous round, the trio of our forwards are back fucking finally. We got Cody Walker. Please tell me he's playing.
Yep.
Great. For 755, that's basically 755 for Davey F.
Yeah, I'm similar here, Seb. I think there's certain players whereby if I'm not on them and I check the results and they've scored, I get jealous. You know what I mean? There's certain players like, fuck. Like it would have been nice to be on him. And I've always wanted to have a Tallis Fafita bet bang. Like I've always I think that's alpha. If you get Tallis and Fafita,
Because they're good fucking tries.
They're just sick try scorers.
There's like 5 tackle breaks in that try.
I'm into it. I just think that's an alpha bet, not just to observe it. Right, even if
not Karapani catching it and falling down.
No. It's like there's work to be done. You can guarantee it. Even if you miss the game, you just see Tallis Duncan, David Fafita, and try scorers. That's hot, dude.
There's always a fend through the line, a step, run over the fucking fullback
It's
or
hot.
something. Yeah,
They're hot try scorers.
Yeah.
So $8.09 for the two boys.
Fuck, I wish this show existed when Greg Inglis was playing. Imagine that. That's that. You're just like Greggy 2+. And watching that come off, you would just.
Oh yeah, there would have been more.
Imagine the Broncos try.
Yep.
There's like 50 tackle breaks in the Broncos one. You just like,
Mate, Greg 2+ is probably like $12. You load up every week. It's just a home run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that leaderboard would be plus 1,000, mate. Greg was playing.
Oh yeah. What edge do you think Fafita's going to play, Rando?
Right.
Right. Okay.
And Keon's is it Keon the other one? Or is Keon back at front? row?
Keon played right last week, I think, didn't he?
Yeah, but they've been playing Davey right the whole time.
Okay.
And Keon can float left and right.
We're all on Fafita. I assume Tom will play.
Not necessarily.
maybe not.
reckon.
It worked the other time when the 3 panel was and the first.
He'll probably forget, mate, to put the bet on. Like, I wouldn't be too worried. Lippy, Eels 13+ $9. Okay. Sure. Raiders, Knights.
Just before we get in there, I've backlogged after I've got my charger now. That Sebo is actually so bang on about his Friday 8 p.m. It's your favourite time slot.
I knew it. Vibe knew it.
Stats
knew it.
The last
People think I fucking
seasons,
talk shit because I
that
have a
is your
good memory.
favourite time
You know what I mean? And a good.
Oh, here he is.
You can't. I'm going to get on him as well.
Tom Birmingham, everyone.
Oh, Tom Birmingham. The great Tom Birmingham. Good on you, Tom. Raiders Knights. So
Raiders Knights.
Sebo's favourite slot of the weekend is the 8 p.m. Friday game?
8
Or
p.m.
just generally?
Friday game, yep. But you have the best time slot Friday 6 p.m. for you, Ed. You're up 15 units all in the last 3 seasons on Friday 6
So
p.m.
I
Friday,
just said
6
Friday 8 p.m. and I said that was good for me, good slot.
Shittest
Everyone kind
time
of
slot
laughs, like, ha ha ha, Seb's just making up stuff again. He's pretending it's good for you. But you're saying Friday 8 p.m. is actually statistically my best slot.
your best slot.
But the greatest slot is mine.
You have the
I have
greatest,
the greatest slot.
Friday 6 p.m. slot.
Okay. Fuck it.
Now that you know.
I'll be having a look at that Warriors Panthers. I'll be having a real good look at it.
Alrighty.
See, that's content. If you had a little tile of like our best slots or who owns each slot, that's beautiful stats. You know,
there you
that's
go.
like,
Tom wouldn't own one. Though.
yeah. So imagine if you didn't own a slot.
There's no way Tom has a slot. There's no way.
Do you have my best slot there, Ando?
Yep, Saturday 5:30. So the Dolphins Broncos
Nothing
game.
o'clock. That's rank.
Yeah,
But
that is right.
we'll get onto your
That's disgusting.
we'll get onto your
positive?
worst.
Is he positive units though?
Yeah, 8 units.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
But you've got the worst time slot out of everyone, and that's this one coming the Sunday 2 p.m. You're down 32 units.
Yeah, you know
on
why
this
that
one.
is? Because that's my rolling triple every fucking week that I lose.
Well, there you go.
Okay,
there
mate.
you go.
Oh, listen, don't shoot the messenger.
Nah.
This is over 3 seasons, mate. Raiders Knights.
Raiders Knights at GIO. Possible shower, 10 to 20 millimeters expected in the nation's capital for that one. The Raiders, they're $1.82 favourites. The Knights, they are at $2. The line is 1.5. The total is at 46.5. Now, I don't mind the Knights here for an upset. They've won 5 of their last 8 games against the Raiders. They have won 6 of their last 7 day games. And one thing that I like particularly, they've won 14 of their last 15 games coming off an 8-day turnaround. The Raiders, they don't like playing on Indigenous round. They've lost 11 of their last 13 Indigenous round matches. For try scorers, Greg Marzu comes up here. 16 tries in 11 games with KP playing this season. He scored in 6 of his last 7 games against the Raiders, including in 3 straight games at GIO. And a left winger has scored in 5 of the last 6 against Canberra. Other try scorers of note, Fletcher Sharp, 5 tries in his last 4 games against bottom 9 teams. He also scored earlier this season against Canberra. And then you got Simi Sasungi. He scored in 3 straight games against Newcastle.
Beautiful. It's beautiful stuff.
Oh, someone get chookers?
Chuggers?
I wish.
I like what Manu Leilua's doing at the moment. I also put on this bet and then thought Manu Leilua, obviously Leilua was a special down there at the Canberra Raiders, so I don't mind that. Boys, he's at $5. I then chucked in just a Dom Young Marju 1+ Binny. I took it out to $6.20. Get like an extra $1.20 value. Chucking those two in there, which I like. $6.20 essentially for Manu Leilua to cross.
I've got like basically my 2 love affairs here, right? Sharp and Strange, Sixers. Just it's been an incredible year for me in Sixers. It really, really has. Coincidentally, in about even season 6, I'm going to pit these 2 fuckers against each other. That's what I'm going to do. You just can't convince me that they aren't aware of each other's try scoring prowess. There's just no way you can't convince me of that. They'd be well and truly aware. And if one scores, the other's going to do his fucking damnedest to score as well. $7.66. If one of them scores, the other one does. That's my thinking.
I saw that bet in the sheet.
That's my thinking.
It's a good bet.
That's my
Backgammon bet.
thinking.
Backgammon
That's my
bet. You want
thinking.
double sixes, right? All the time in backgammon. Like, that's the best thing you can get.
There you go. Double sixes. Double sixes.
Not a bad bet.
At 766, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, 7. Yeah.
6-6.
Yeah, that's really good.
What are you doing, bro?
Oh, I'm just taking Strangey. He'll score on the bloody 72nd minute or something. And then Marzu, Ponga, you know, when Ponga's on the field, you can lock him in and he's all right value because he hasn't been scoring that much. At 5.19. Yeah, kind of jealous of Eddie's. And Ruse as well, because I got that guy in Supercoach and I
You
keep
do.
an eye on him. And he's pretty good for like someone whose
fucking
name I
good.
didn't know a second ago. Like, you're actually decent. Like, he line breaks, he sets up tries. Like,
He's gone on a tear ever since you told me you had him, and I was like, why? And he's killed it ever since.
mate, he saved me. All my bloody back rowers out last week. And then I brought him on. I'm like, fuck.
Did you
and then-
play him last week?
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
fucked.
Yeah. He's a pretty good player. Shout out to him.
And the Lippy, Dom Young into a
Go.
Guy Strange 1+ Binny under 54.5, 670. I've got to be honest with you. The blowouts of the last couple of weeks, you can't trust a maxi as much as you could.
No, the maxis are 50s
You
there.
know what
Like,
I
they
mean?
were
You
60s.
can't.
Yeah.
Mate, you used to get a 63-point maxi. It was ridiculous.
So we're in blowout start of the season. So it like blowout, you know, when teams can just go,
It
fuck,
was a
we've
pure
failed.
time. It was a pure time to be alive. Final game of the round, Dragon Sharks, local derby, mate. What do you reckon, Rando?
Local derby at Jubilee Stadium. The conditions mostly cloudy. No sign of rain for this one. The Dragons are $4.60. The Cronulla Sharks $1.20. The line 15.5. The total points is at 50.5. The Sharks, they have won 11 of their last 12 games against the Dragons. Their last 6 wins against them have been by 10 or more points. They have won 9 of their last 10 day games by 12 plus points. Their last 5 day games they've won by 16 or more points. The Dragons, they've lost 4 of their last 5 at Jubilee by 16 plus points and lost 7 of their last 8 day games with 5 losses by 20 or more points. If you get the theme, the Sharks are probably going to pump. So 13 plus is the go there. For try scorers, Tyrell Sloan at left wing. He's scored in 5 of his last 6 games, scored in 10 of his last 12 day games, and left wingers have scored 3 tries in the last 3 games against Cronulla. Then you've got Braden Trindle, who has scored 4 tries in his last 5 games against the Dragons, and that right side defence has led in 67% of their tries in the last 5 games for St. George. And then you've got Britton Nickera, who scored in 5 of his last 7 games against the Dragons too.
Oh, Phoenix. Bloody hell.
Beautiful. I like that Braden Trindle stat. You'll find out why a bit later on, not right now. So you don't like Sharks 1 to 12?
No, I think 13 plus. I think it's a bit of a myth that it's a close game between these two teams.
But it was close last time this year,
So
wasn't it?
that's, yeah, okay. So that's a myth.
I think they flogged them last
Interesting.
time.
Well, like it was close at least for most of it. Like, what was this? Yeah.
Let me find out.
I love giving the Dragons ridiculous amount of points because,
34 to 12.
okay, so what's the difference there? 22.
That's
Well,
it.
interesting enough, I gave them 22.
The Dragons were leading 12-6 and then 28 points in the second half to the Sharks.
But, like, I know we've all been proven wrong about the Sharks, how they've essentially played, like, 8 good games in a row. And normally it's like 2 and then they bed shit. But just when Rando said, you know, they're expected to win this one 13 plus, I think this is the one where maybe they still might win 13 plus, but it's like most likely the one where if something fucking weird happens and like the Dragons can sense on that, that's all they've got down at the bottom. It's like we just need to pick up on these weird little crumbs and just aim the fuck up, boys. We're young South Coast dudes. These guys are our rivals. So I gave them plus 22.5, which I'm going to keep in. That 22 was the gap last time, so that's pretty fucking spot on. And then I moved to Nico because I got my B-Nix. I didn't get my B-Nix. I got the vibe there. I got let down by Nico last week for a $30, so I'm just going to go back on him. And then just a classic Muller, Talo, Katoa, Kennedy, Binny. I'm pretty sure that's a 2+. I'll double check after for 846. I'm never going to pick a Dragons try scorer. Who knows? I just know that they might score 2 or 3, and that kind of keeps my plus 22 alive. Yeah, I don't mind it.
I've got the Dragons. I'm going to take them in the line, 15.5. I think they'll compete in this one. I've got Katoa to score more tries than Setu too. And something I've started to notice over the last few weeks, I don't know if you got numbers for it, Rando. I feel like Tyrell Sloan is pretty consistently scoring in the first 20 minutes of games.
Let me check that for you, bud.
I feel like over the last 8 weeks or so, he's been in the first, second, or third on a number of occasions. You're getting $5 for that. Put those 3 together, $15.89.
Tyrell Sloan, in each of his last 4 scoring games, he scored first, second, or third.
There you
Come
go.
on that.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm sort of with you, Rue. Like I can see them keeping it relatively close. The Dragons keeping, making a fist of it. I agree with you, Seb. I can sort of see him scoring like 3 tries ish. I'm sort of seeing 30 to 18. So I'm going to go only Sharks to score 20 points. Sharks 1 to 12, which gets mad odds, $8.61. Whereas if you have Sharks 13 plus, it's only paying $2. That's the difference.
Really?
Yeah.
That's mad.
That's the difference.
These
Big
Dragons.
fucking difference.
You just have to look at the journeys of each team, and it's like, oh, they're in Bali early. I think like it's always you can't just put everyone with that kind of paintbrush. It's like the Dragons were just so bad. New coach, young guys. It's like I think they're like it's not about we were in Bali in round fucking 2. Like this is about just making sure I got a spot next season when there's like 7 new recruits coming. Like we're the young South Coast dudes. So it's just I think just a little note for the next 5 rounds. It's like. Them giving them points and stuff is probably a good bet, and mixing with the other team's try scorer.
Filippi, Dragons plus 15.5. Unit scoopers, gentlemen. Unit scoopers. Now, I told you I had a theme. 6s in season 6. I have Jaden Campbell, Ethan Strange, Fletcher Sharp, Braden Trindle, $51.78. It would also be an immortal bet.
So
I'm feeling
how many are they all six? How many? All of them. What did you
4
say?
sixes.
4 sixes.
$51.78.
That's pretty good. Stripe.
Well, that sounds
Just
good,
4.
doesn't it?
Who are they again? JC.
JC, Fletcher Sharp, Ethan Strange, Braden Trindle. $51.78.
That's
For
good.
those 4.
Yeah, it's good.
Fucking hell.
We like that bit, don't we, boys?
Yeah.
It's already on.
I have got the Panthers to win. I've got To'o and Alamotti for a 1+ Binny. Dogs with a 14.5 start with a Jethro and Burton 1+ Binny. Dolphins -7.5 with a Bostock Osako 1+ Binny. And then Dragons, I'm giving them 20.5 in this game. You're getting $15.89.
Sebo?
I mixed mine up just a tad from what I put in the sheet as we went through the show. So the Cows, I'm giving them 8.5 points instead, just because I just don't trust them. Then I'm going in the Panthers game, AKP, To'o, and Jenkins 2+. Roosters just to win, Hamole to score 1 try. And then my Herb Ham Cobb 2+ there. And then just a Bunnies win with a 3-man bidding like AJ, TD, and Campbell Graham. I'm not touching the Sunday games. Can't seem to get a feel for them, especially Knights Raiders. It's like, it wouldn't be surprised me if it's 8-4, and it wouldn't surprise me if it's one team's beating the other one 60 to something, or like, I've got no idea. So I'm steering the fuck away from that. And then the Dragons game, Sharks again. I've given my tactic to it, but I'm steering away from it. It's like $18 that. So it's basically one bet from every game bar Sundays, 18.88. Now, if Eddie's gets up, I will fall on my sword and say that's a great bet. It's a mortal bet, and you fucking got me. I'm not going to copy it. I'm not going to do that because it is a great bet. It's one of those things like I'll fight to the death, but if I get beaten by that, fair enough. Here's my scepter. We fight for you now, Agamemnon.
Thank you, mate. That's class. That's class from the big fella. Lippy, Taolangi, Jenkins, Finney, and Iongi, $48.12. Now, ball machine. Where's the ball machine? Here it is. For the final hot seat of the year, we went lowest last time, didn't we? Or did we go highest?
Oh, here he is.
Here he is.
Well.
So are we going lowest or highest here, boys?
I'll go highest if it was lowest last time, right?
I think it was highest last
Oh,
time.
we'll go lowest then.
Lowest, whatever, fuck it.
It was lowest last time. Highest.
Highest?
Yep.
Highest.
Great to see you, everyone. I've been at my daughter's choir performance and it was beautiful.
Was it any tears?
No, I was filming. Fucking, there were tall kids all around her, so I had to fully bloody Nolan it. You know what I mean? Just some more Nolan.
Oh, yeah. You're a Nolan reference. Is that your first one?
Go to the first one for the show.
All right. Guru, reveal yourself.
All the 4s, 444.
Lowest or highest we going?
Highest. 39.
396.
Okay.
So it's Guru.
Seb, you, me.
Oh, no, it goes in order, does
Oh,
it?
yeah, it just goes Guru, you, me. Seb. It does. Just
Yeah, it's just the
Oh,
highest.
it's the Origin triples that didn't go.
It was
in
the
order.
Origin triples that different.
Yeah.
So Guru starts.
All right, guys. See you later.
So yeah, mate. I am going to. I'm going to take my triple Dolphins -7.5 and Osako 255.
He's in the box seat at the moment. The big fella. He starts
it's
getting
a-
a couple
it's
of
a
wins.
one-leggy
He
though,
could
remember?
get the.
Is it a one-legger?
Yeah. It can be a
Okay.
binny because it's one leg, but.
Okay, just give me Finns -7.5.
Sweet.
Oh, but now we've got this new system. Maybe it's not a one-legger. Yeah.
because it's you can accumulate odds.
Yeah, so this isn't a one-legger anymore.
it's your
No, you
favourite.
can do what you want then. Yeah, because now it's a different
Yeah, I'm
system.
going to put my
Yeah.
triple in. Finns -7.5 and Osako ATS 255.
All right, that is us, punters and dribblers. Shout out to Neds. Thank you very much for your support. We'll see you next week.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website